I want you to know that Jesus took time to grow. So our prayer pastor is the one who put together the devos and kind of little blurbs about what each scripture reference was about. And the blurb for this one, he said, Jesus realized there was purpose in waiting. And it was in that moment that I realized, this is the one you need to do, Bekah, because you find no purpose in waiting and you are terrible when it comes to patience. In every single moment of my life, I was doing one thing, but always wishing I was doing something else. So in high school, it was college. In college, it was that engagement ring. Engagement ring was marriage. Marriage was that first job, and so on and so forth. And I never took the time to appreciate the stage I was in. And it's never until later that I realized, oh, there's actually a lot to be learned in those stages, and there's a lot of good I could have done. For example, when we were first married, I didn't have a job for 4 months, and I was stressed about it and became depressed because no one was calling me back, and I just spent all my time in bed and building my resume. But looking back at that, I wish I had taken the time to volunteer, to get super plugged into a church, to do all those things that you can't really do once you have a full-time job because you get so busy and you can't devote a whole day to it. I love in the passage that we have today where it talks about Jesus being in the temple, and we all know that God could have sent Jesus to earth and been like, bam, start your ministry, hit the ground running, all is good. I mean, it was Jesus, but he still waited till he was 30 years old. And in today's reading, it's when he's 12 and his parents misplace him, and he's back at the temple learning and responding to questions and even teaching others a little bit. I love that it specifically says he returned to Nazareth with them and was obedient to them. Even at 12 years old, the Son of God, who could have just been taking things over, was still obedient to his parents because that's the stage of life he was in, and he knew that there was purpose in waiting. I think during this series, we're going to learn that every single human emotion and thing that we face that we think is so impossible to get through, Jesus has already done that. And that's why I'm so excited to continue in the world's biggest small group.